So Blaze up to try and start up here. Here's Constable with some speed. His initial shot is blocked by the defenseman Clavel. Now here comes Hayden the other way. He shoots in the first stop from Dershawn Stewart of the night. It's a Manchester Storm that attack with speed in transition, which was something they did all night last night to great effect. And Dershawn Stewart, who was very impressive in the Blaze final preseason game against the Guildford Flames, showed that he's not missed a beat here.
Yeah.
Blaze will throw that puck through the offensive zone. McKenzie will keep it alive. Bariga, chance for Gleason, he scores! Matthew Gleason, a nice feed from behind the net by Elijah Bariga. He had an assist last night, Gleason. He gets his first goal as a professional, and the Blaze are on the board first, just inside 4 minutes having gone in the period.
Yeah, wonderful play behind the net from Elijah Bariga. Looks there for Gleason. Gleason opens up the body nicely, gets a good angle on it, picks the top corner nicely. Derrida can't get the blocker up there to make that stop. He gets across, he pushes across one way, but it opens up that high side on the far corner for Gleason to shoot into.
Locke puts the check into Mike Pellick. Hopkins again retrieves the puck for Coventry. Tries to cycle it, but Locke steps in the way. Locke then can't clear the zone. Sauceman with a wind. Oh, big block from Zach Sullivan. Down on a knee. Caught him in the shorts. The big sacrifice plays. The Blaze going to have another chance here. Oh, a massive hit comes in on Talberg. As he tries to flick a backhand in. He's now got to get out of Derrida's net. Johnson does well to lean into mismatch. Oh, it comes off the wall awkwardly. Chance for Eula on the back door. They score wide open. And Manchester tie it up at 1. 7 and some change to go. A massive passing lane opened up. And just as you'd have it, Stu, it's the former Coventry Blaze man, JD Dudek, with the finishing touch.
Yeah, pass comes out, just bounces awkwardly there past David Clements. And then you've got, it falls right to Lauren Hewlett. He's then really got a very easy pass to make to JD Dudek, who's not going to miss from there. Really a gift for the Manchester Storm from an awkward bounce and a broken play.
Clements will bang that one off the glass now. 90 seconds to go in the period. Nice feed for Cutler. Cutler fresh on the ice, shooting low glove, just wide of the target. As you had Archie Hazeldine just marshalling him away from the grade A as they still have the puck behind the goal line, the Storm. Backhand pass to the back door, mopped up by Pellick. Shot comes through off the pads of Dershawn Stewart. It's right down in front of him. And the whistle will go as the sprawling legs of the netminder kick the net off its moorings and it's jammed under him somewhere. Indeed, Blaze win the offensive zone draw. One timer from Verton and good save by Derrida. It's nearly bundled home by Gleason, however. Puck then ends up on the backboards and the Storm will have an opportunity to clear, but they're unsuccessful. Boyson shields the puck as well, settles it. Verton got all of that one-timer. Kept out by Derrida. Verton looks in. Wanted to throw it to Boyson, but passing lane was taken away. Now Boyson with a one-timer, good block by Harrison off the stick, checks its durability, still intact. Boyson finds Vertonen. Plays go down low, now out in front for Gleason, he jams at it. It's under Derrida. Oh, and there's going to be a big old grab from Chase Harrison on a Blaze forward. Boyson's got himself in there as well with Kyle Locke, who's none too happy. Neither is Kim Talberg. Blaze keep it alive in the offensive zone. Gilmore with a good initial block. Blaze work it to the hash marks. Oh, it's just poked wide by Bariga. The weak side pass is what they were looking for. Bariga just couldn't find the target. Saucerman playing keep away with mismatch. To the weak side. Shot comes in over the top. Glove side on Derrida. Saucerman keeps it in the offensive zone. Time in the 5-on-3 ticking away as Bariga sends one to the blue paint. Comes out! Big diving save. Or block from Nardi. Either way, Blaze have another go at it. Stopped by Derrida, loose puck out in front. It's mopped up Mismatch keeps it alive. The Storm have one man return. Puck out in front. Pellick just can't poke it home. Mismatch will keep it alive. Blaze camped out in the ozone for pretty much all of this power play. Barriga to the weak side. One-timer in the side of the net. Derrida made a stop. The net comes off its moorings. A heck of a shift by the Storm PK on that 5-on-3. Blaze win the offensive zone draw. Settled down at the point with Vertinen. Looked for Hopkins in the bumper. Hopkins couldn't turn it into a scoring chance. He'll chase this in on the backboard, so great work from Hopkins. Blaze have it, chance for Vertinen! He blasts it just high. You can see it unfolding. Jiri Vertinen couldn't find the target. A pass from Cutler back to the point didn't quite work, and the Blaze have somehow ended up with it in the offensive zone. Constable walking to the top of the slot, picks out Clements. Clements to the back door looking for Constable. It was picked off by Gilmore. Now here comes Ergang. Ergang shooting. Stick save by Dershawn Stewart. He loses control of his stick, but he used it to save the puck, and from the Coventry Blaze perspective, that's all that matters. Barriga try to send Gleason out of the zone. That'll be shot wide as Hayden took a wild swing at a tip attempt. Barriga gets in behind his man. It's a 2-on-1 for the Blaze. Barriga and Gleason. Barriga couldn't pick out Matty Gleason. It ended up under the glove of the netminder, and Gleason's going to get mobbed by several Storm. And Pellick in front for Clements. And the Blaze look to break out. David Clements achieves the red line, chips it in. Talberg with Harrison into the corner. Puck gets in behind the Blaze forwards, and now here come the Storm. They exit the zone with numbers. Shot comes in, stopped by Stewart. There's a wraparound attempt, and they score! Caleb Ergang out in front, buries it blocker side, and Manchester threw numbers up ice. Caught the Blaze a little tired after a long shift, and made the numerical game count. They lead this game 2-1, their first lead of the evening.
And not dissimilar at all from Matthew Gleason's goal earlier on. Just coming on from that far side, keepers having to move laterally. They pick the far side, this time low rather than high. But you get the keeper moving from side to side, it creates the opportunities, and the Manchester Storm have a 1-goal lead.
William Boyson, amongst the scorers last night, picks out Gleason, then heads to the net. Boyson, he gets a bit of it on the backhand, just can't find the target. Hazeldine, show kick away, rebound, they score! Big, juicy rebound for Gleason. 30 seconds into the period, his second of the night, his second of the pro. And the Blaze all square with the rest of the period remaining, Stu. That was a big rebound, and Gleason made no mistake.
A big rebound. One like that doesn't come your way that often. And Matthew Gleason put that one right in the back of the net.
Max Stewart on the backboards can't play lock off the puck, although that's redirected off a skate. Max Stewart will grab it in the corner. Genian throws a big hit on Stewart. And then Max Stewart goes back at Brad Genian. You've got to be a little bit careful with the difference in height when you're the bigger guy, not to have your primary point of contact up high. And I think his hands went into the chest of Stewart, but you saw his head snap back as he then tries to reverse hit Genian, which Max Stewart deals with. And now Mismatch has a go off the cheetah. Big opportunity for Mismatch on the broken play. And we liked the play of Max Stewart when we watched him in the NIHL. Plays bigger than he is. Boyson tries to throw one out in front. Oh, that comes off the sensitive bits of the Storm defenseman. The numbers are now in the Blazers' favour as he recovers. Zach Sullivan having to tough it out a little here. Gleason back to the point. Boyson for Saucerman. He shoots! He scores! Colton Saucerman snipes it blocker side. And the Blaze leapfrog Manchester. They have their lead back. Colton Saucerman amongst the goal scorers last night, amongst the goal scorers tonight, and just taking advantage of the Storm having a wounded defenseman out there. And they get their lead right back, Stu.
Yeah, comes out wide, gets the right shot, and again it's a shot going over the blocker side. This time though, Drew DeRidder probably gets screened by the defenseman passing in front of Colton Saucerman as he takes the shot. But he's come out nice and wide there, but you see just over there, player comes right in front of Drew DeRidder's eyesight.
Storm win the offensive zone draw. Gilmore. One time from the top of the circle, shoulder save by Dershon Stewart, the rebound they score. Lauren Hewlett. Goals in back-to-back games against the Blaze for him. Grabbed the rebound off the pads of Stewart and was able to tuck it home. The game's tied up at 3, and what an exciting third period this has been so far.
Yeah, the goals are starting to flow here in Coventry this evening.
Face-off won again by Manchester. Harrison. Quick D-to-D pass. Shot comes in off the backboards. Big opportunity, point blank, and rode off the pad of Dershon Stewart. That'll be icing again against the Blaze. That was close. Let's take a look at this one again. I'm not entirely sure what Dershon knew about it. That's a big opportunity for the Manchester Storm to get their lead back, Stu. Hynum. Upended. There might be a chance here for Luciani. Blaze attacking short-handed, Ruffin for Luciani! The Adrian boys combine, and the Blaze are back in front, short-handed. A connection that won the Bulldogs the D3 National Championship. Strikes big time short-handed, and Luciani flings himself into the boards in celebration, Stu. Yeah.
Alessio Luciani, second goal of the weekend, second short-handed goal of the weekend. Rare that you get two short-handed on a weekend, but it's a great connection between the two former Adrian College alumni. Pass comes down, and again, it's a simple play. You put a puck on the net, you get your stick on the ice, and good things happen.
20 seconds to go with the kill. Constable makes a clearance attempt that is successful. 8 minutes to go in the third. Blaze lead by 1. Ergang sets it up, becomes the hash marks. Oh, they clang the bar. Cutler hits the iron. The play still alive with Welsh, but the Blaze are now back to full strength. Good poke check in the lane from Constable. Ducks around the hip from Hynum. Much to the joy of the Blaze fans. Vertonen, now he picks out Constable. Constable shooting, stick save DeRidder. There's a rebound, and the net comes off its moorings. There's Grant Mismash in with Grayson Constable. Had a go at a loose puck, and the Blaze will have an offensive zone to come. That was a really nice bit of hockey IQ from Grayson Constable to duck out the way of a massive hit that came in from Hynum. Face-off won by the Storm. Ergang, top of the zone, feathers one in, it redirects heavily, and they dunk it on the back door. Gilmore, a fortuitous bounce. The Storm, number 19, ties this game up at 4. It's been a relative firefight here in the Skydome Arena, Stu, as it was in Altrincham last night.
Yeah, it started off a little bit slowly, but it's getting busy now in the goals, 4 apiece. And just a nice work there on the face-off win for the Storm. Throws it on net and then just collected by Gilmore as he's travelling from right to left from behind the goal. Collects the puck and puts it into the back of the open net.
And the opening face-off on 3-on-3 won by the Blaze. Boyson straight into the offensive zone. Barriga straight to the net. Barriga! Saucer passer, swing and a miss. Saucerman will pick up that puck. Gets it back to the Danish Boyson. Has represented Denmark as well internationally. Saucerman tries to pull the moves. Boyson decides to leave the zone. Under some pressure from Cutler. Cutler's got that puck away from Boyson. Chance out in front, he skies it. Big opportunity for the Storm, and now here comes Luciani. The rest of that line is changing. Luciani has help arriving. Might go himself. He tried the little setup to the back door for either Vertonen or Mismash. Long stretch pass that Ergang just couldn't quite pull in. Saucerman did well, and now here come the Blaze. Chance for Gleeson, drops it back. Big blast, a chance off the backboards. Off the initial roughing shot, Gleeson just couldn't tuck it home. Now the Storm might have a 2-on-1 if they can hustle. With Busby heading to the net, the shot comes in, blocked by Colton Saucerman. A little pat on the backside of appreciation from Dershawn Stewart. A 2-on-1, and Saucerman got well and truly in the shooting lane, did a great job.
Yeah, Saucerman makes a great block there. Does exactly what you want him to do in that situation, as Manchester have got the numbers.
Blaze looking to freshen up a couple of forwards here. Mismash coming out. Mismash has a chance here. If he can pick this pass up from Saucerman, he can. Mismash couldn't beat the netminder on the back end. Derrida watched it with a shoulder. That was a lovely little play in from Saucerman to Grant Mismash. Cutler gets around the screen, shoots, kick save by Dershawn Stewart. Good reach round by Vertinen to free that puck up in the Blaze. They've got a 2-on-1 looming. It's Gleeson with Luciani. Gleeson, backdoor, they score! That's wonderful! 63 and 61 combined. And the Blaze get the extra point in OT. And the first one to join them was Dershawn Stewart, his first win as a pro. And that was absolutely gorgeous from Matthew Gleeson to set up Luciani. Both have 2 on the night, just like the Blaze points total.
Coventry coming away with the 2 points. We see on this breakaway there, Gleeson gets the puck, drags it down, just separates it, flicks it round Nick Welch, and we end up with the puck on Alessio Luciani's stick. He gets the game winner, and 2 points in the Challenge Cup at home for the Coventry Blaze.